This is the king of all sports, the most beloved on the planet. But have you ever wondered how this perfect sphere is actually made? The journey of this billion-dollar industry begins right here, deep within endless forests. Under the skilled hands of the tapper, the bark gently opens. Drops of white gold, natural rubber latex, begin to flow. Each drop is collected by hand, carefully gathered from nature. From the remote forest, the raw material begins its long journey to the factory. Here, industrial-scale production takes over, with tons of latex arriving every day. Raw rubber is poured into massive mixing tanks, where chemistry begins its work. A bit of sulfur and additives is blended in to increase durability. The mixture passes through rollers, forming glossy, flexible black sheets. This is where we create the heart of the ball, the bladder. Rubber is pressed into heated molds. The small but crucial air valve is placed precisely at the center. High heat and pressure inflate the rubber, shaping it into a hollow sphere. When the mold opens, a fresh, perfectly formed bladder emerges. Leak tests are done underwater. Even a single bubble means rejection. Next comes the lining layer. We use high-quality cotton and polyester. A coat of natural latex is evenly spread across the fabric surface. Machines press multiple layers together, creating bounce and shape retention. The composite fabric is dried in a long thermal tunnel. Cutting machines continuously stamp out thousands of identical hexagonal pieces. Each piece is weighed carefully down to the gram. The bladder holds the air. The lining holds the form, but what you touch is the outer cover. We use premium PU synthetic leather. Smooth white rolls of PU leather are checked for surface quality. A super thin waterproof coating is applied on top. Beneath the leather is a layer of EVA foam for a soft touch when the foot strikes the ball. In the design room, aerodynamic patterns are created for optimal visibility on the pitch. Metal plates are laser engraved with absolute precision. Specialized inks are mixed by hand to achieve maximum vibrancy. The silk screen frame is lowered, preparing for mass printing. The squeegee glides across, leaving crisp patterns on the white surface. Layer by layer, multiple colors are printed to complete the final design. UV lights instantly dry the ink, locking the colors into the leather. Every printed detail is inspected under magnification. Even a 1 mm deviation is unacceptable. Sharp metal dies are prepared for cutting. A hydraulic press slams down with tons of force. Hexagonal and pentagonal leather pieces fall free, ready for assembly. Workers sort them, 20 white hexagons and 12 black pentagons for every ball. Edges are checked carefully to ensure no loose fibers remain. A complete kit, bladder, lining, and outer panels, moves to the assembly stage. Now the real magic begins. There are two methods: traditional hand stitching or modern thermal bonding. In the hand stitching workshop, silence prevails. This is where craftsmanship is honored. Thick polyester thread is waxed with beeswax for strength and water resistance. Two needles cross each other, tightening every stitch with powerful tension. The ball is sewn inside out so the seams can be hidden within. Halfway through, the craftsman flips the ball right side out and gently inserts the rubber bladder. The final stitch, the blind stitch, requires expert skill to close the ball without revealing any knot. Wooden mallets tap the seams to flatten them and perfect the round shape. In contrast, the thermal bonding area looks like a futuristic laboratory. Robots apply heat-activated adhesive to the edges of each panel with microscopic precision. Panels are placed into a 3D frame surrounding the bladder like a geometric puzzle.
The magic happens.
The spherical mold closes. High heat melts the adhesive, fusing the panels into one seamless shell. The result is a smooth, stitch-less, fully waterproof ball. The first step of quality control: measure the ball's weight. It must match FIFA standards. The circumference is measured with millimeter accuracy. Laser scanners check the entire surface to ensure perfect roundness. The gravity test begins. The ball is dropped from 2 meters onto a steel plate. High-speed cameras record the bounce. It must rebound to a consistent height. The toughest challenge: continuous soaking and rotation in a water tank. After soaking, the ball must not gain excess weight, it must remain fully water resistant. And here comes the most brutal test. A machine fires the ball at a steel wall at 50 kilometers per hour. Under slow motion cameras, the ball flattens completely, then snaps back instantly. 2,000 impacts, a ruthless durability test. Despite the punishment, the ball retains its original round shape. Air pressure is monitored for 72 hours to ensure no leakage. Before leaving the factory, each ball is thoroughly cleaned with a specialized solution. The most important stamp is applied. FIFA Quality Pro, the highest certification for professional play. A 3D anti-counterfeit label is carefully attached. Hundreds of balls roll through the final drying tunnel. Visual inspection is done by hand, only flawless products can move forward. For efficient shipping, all air inside the ball is removed. The ball collapses, saving maximum packing space. Each ball is paired with an inflation needle and sealed in a protective bag. The bag opening is heat-sealed neatly. Display boxes are folded and prepared. Balls are placed inside, ready for store shelves. Small boxes are packed into large cartons for export orders. Tape and shipping labels are applied. Destination: Europe. Robots stack the cartons onto pallets and wrap them securely. In the massive warehouse, millions of balls await their journey. Forklifts load pallets deep into shipping containers. The heavy steel doors slam shut. The seal is locked. The convoy of containers rolls out of the factory gates. The journey continues along the highway toward the coast. At the bustling seaport, global trade never stops. Gigantic cranes lift heavy containers into the air as if weightless. They are arranged precisely on the ship's deck like a giant Tetris game. The ship cuts through the waves, carrying passion across the ocean, through storms and rough seas, into peaceful sunrises on the open water, arriving at a new continent. Containers are unloaded and transferred to the railway system. Trains wind through quiet countryside landscapes. At the distribution center, an automated system sorts each package at incredible speed. The final stretch, loaded onto delivery trucks bound for the city. Navigating through dense urban traffic. At last, they arrive at the sporting goods store. Boxes are opened, revealing brand new footballs. The pump hisses as the ball regains its proud, perfect shape. On a colorful display wall, it stands out at the center. A young boy walks in with his father, eyes lighting up the moment he sees it. That first touch on the textured leather is pure magic. A small purchase, but the beginning of something big. On the way home, excitement shines across the boy's face. The unboxing moment in his room is always the best. He pumps the ball himself, preparing for tomorrow's match. A fresh weekend morning, the green pitch calls. He sets the ball on the kickoff spot, turning the logo upward, a sacred ritual. The whistle blows. The match begins. The ball glides smoothly across the grass, fast and silky. It sticks to the player's feet with every nimble dribble. A powerful collision. The ball spins through the air, warping slightly before returning to its perfect shape. A mighty header sends it flying high. It splashes into a muddy puddle, unfazed. A perfect curve slices through the air, the Magnus effect in action. The goalkeeper leaps with everything he has. His fingertips barely reach it. The crossbar rattles loudly, a sharp metallic note. Despite scratches and dirt, the ball's structure remains unharmed. Half-time, a precious moment to recharge. Sudden rain pours down, but the match goes on. Water bursts off the spinning ball like a tiny galaxy. The slippery pitch makes every move unpredictable. A free kick in the final minutes, a chance to decide the match. The defensive wall trembles. The player steps back, full concentration. A thunderous strike, perfect contact. The ball slices through the rain, drawing a brilliant rainbow arc. Top corner. The net shudders, a golden goal. Joy explodes across the stadium. The match ends with handshakes, win or lose. Everyone is a friend. When the final whistle fades, the silent hero rests on the white line. Cleaned carefully, The mud washes away to reveal its beauty again. Now it sits proudly on the shelf like a trophy. From a tree deep in the jungle, through cutting-edge manufacturing, to the decisive goal, this is more than just a ball. It rolls through Brazil's concrete streets, flies across sunny beaches, shines bright against snowy white fields, and dazzles under the lights of the world's greatest stadiums. Whether in high-speed indoor futsal, every match requires the finest materials, the craftsmanship of skilled hands, the most advanced technology, and the toughest tests. An industry that creates jobs for thousands and joy for billions. Moving toward a sustainable future with recycled materials and clean energy. Because when the kickoff whistle blows, the whole world follows the heartbeat of this sphere. A symbol of perfection and passion. Evolving through generations, yet its spirit remains eternal. A dream waiting to be signed by a hero. A loyal companion in the loneliest training sessions. Thank you for following the journey of the football. Keep your passion alive, and get out on the field. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. See you soon.